everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to yet another weekend reading vlog. Hi, hello. I'm here. It's Friday. I am dressed. I feel good. I am showered. I just cleaned the basement and my room is nice and shiny clean again. I love starting the weekend like this. Anyways, hi. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and happy and all that. What am I going to do this weekend? I don't really know. There's not really any big plans for this weekend, which is really nice. I plan on getting a lot of reading done. But, okay, so I have reading news, first of all. Last night, I finished The Grand Sophie by Georgette Heyer. This gives me a lovely outfit for the medieval-a-thon, so I am now a princess who is clothed, which is amazing. But this book was so good. The ending was just insane. It was just so much happening at once, and it was just so funny. Like, you can just like, this entire book you can easily see being made into a film because it's just so funny. I think it was made into a film, I'm not sure, but when I put it into Google, one of the searches was the Grand Sophie movie, so who knows. But this was fabulous. I gave it 4.5 stars, and I really want to get my hands on her other works. So this weekend I have two books that I would like to read. Last weekend I started the Night Circus and I am on page 147 now, so just a little ways through. I was reading it last night and it's just so enchanting, and it's one of those books that you pick up and you're like, oh, I'll just read a few pages just to like keep myself into it, and all of a sudden you read another like 70 pages and you're like, whoa, where did the time go? It's now 1:30 in the morning. Another one of these books, so very, very into this. And since last week I DNF'd my tall hardback, A Child of a Mad God, that was going to get me my horse for the medieval-a-thon. I decided to kind of look at my shelves again and see what other tall hardbacks I have on there. And I also coincided on my Libby app. My library gave me an early copy, like one of those like skip the line copies I can get for 7 days of the audiobook for Ninth House. And Ninth House is one of my tall hardbacks that I'm going to hopefully read this weekend as well. And I'm very excited about this. I think this is the perfect time to read Ninth House. So yeah, that's my plans. And I will catch up with you a little later when I actually do some reading. Hey friends, it is now a wee bit later, just a little, it's like 9, just about 9. I'm here in my room, I'm a little tired. It's been a weirdly long and short day simultaneously. So today, Mom and I actually went into the city to pick up some stuff because we needed to go to like Walmart and stuff to get things. Hold on, let me put you somewhere a little bit higher. Yeah, so we went into the city and it was very strange going into a store. Since I was at Walmart, I was like, I'm gonna check for the new Hunger Games book. Even though I told myself I wasn't going to buy it until I had heard enough reviews from people. I did. It was 40% off, so it wasn't like a big purchase because here in Canada, our hardbacks are well, this one specifically was $36.99, so I got it for like $22, which is a lot better. So intrigued by this, but I've also decided that if I'm going to read this, I have to reread Catching Fire, which is fine because I have that actually on my TBR shelf because it was like a maybe thing. And then I'm going to have to read Mockingjay fully, all the way through, so that I get the whole world perspective before I read this. I've heard very little about it from the internet yet, so I'm just gonna like keep waiting for either raving reviews or terrible reviews. I think I will also read this no matter what, because I would like to form my own opinion about a book instead of just letting the internet decide for me, you know. So yeah, I have bought this today. Very excited about that.
And since then, I've just been reading, and I've actually read so much of Ninth House. I am just about at the halfway mark, maybe a little bit over, I don't know, probably just at the 50% mark. I'm really liking this. It's dark and it's gritty, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm intrigued to keep reading to find out what's going on in all the mysteries, because there's more than just one in this, so we love that. And yeah, really enjoying this. The audiobook is pretty good. I think the audiobook is really helping make this go by really fast, but also Leigh Bardugo's writing is just super easy to get through, so it's fine. It's upped its ante in her adult book for sure compared to her other ones, but this is very good so far. Really enjoying it. I have not read any of the Night Circus today, but I think that will be tomorrow more. I wanted to get a good chunk done of this before today, so that was my goal, and I have succeeded. Since it is only 9 o'clock, I think I'm going to get a little bit more reading done, and then I think I'm going to probably just watch Critical Role, because I've been, because I played D&D with my friends last Friday? Yeah, on Friday, but a week ago today. Or no, I played D&D on Monday. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. On Monday with my friends, and my one friend Sarah told me to watch Critical Role or listen to the podcast of Critical Role to like get into the lore a little bit more of the world and the game itself. I'm watching campaign 2 because she said that one was better, so I was like, all right, cool, I'll start with that. And I adore Critical Role so much. I love the vibe of the group of people, and it's just so funny, and it has consumed my week basically. I'm already on episode like 9 or 10, and each one is like 4 hours long, so it has truly consumed my week. But anyways, so yeah, I will continue my evening, and I will catch up with you either later tonight or tomorrow. So, see you in a bit.
Good morning, friends. Hello. Happy Saturday. I'm here, just about to go jump in the shower because, if you couldn't tell, my hair desperately needs some help today. I wanted to pop in. Just took a bunch of bookstagram photos and my book is behind me. I wanted to pop in because last night I ended up finishing Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo in one sitting. I honestly have no idea how I did that at all. People on the internet have said that this has taken them a long time to get through, and I think it helped a lot because I had the audiobook, and I was listening to it on double time speed, and I just was like, I don't really want to put this down, I just want to keep going, and I really enjoyed this. Like, it was great. I made this comment on my post today on Bookstagram. If you don't follow me on there, you can follow me. The links are all in the down bar below. Like, I said on my Bookstagram today that, because this was in my post today, that Leigh Bardugo's writing is just incredible, and her storytelling is amped up in this one. It is just crazy, the world that she's cooked up in this, and I really enjoyed it. And I didn't think I was gonna love it like a whole lot because dark academia is not really my thing, but this one was great, and I think I liked it a lot because it was mixed with like fantasy instead of just like straight up dark academia. So that is done. I now have a horse companion. That is done a lot faster than I thought it was going to be, but yeah, so amazing. And since it's only Saturday, I think today I'm going to try and get another chunk done of the Night Circus. I might start rereading Catching Fire, because as I said last night, I would really like to read a Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, or whatever the hell it is, and I told myself I could only do that if I reread the rest of the series, so might possibly start this today. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to be playing a little bit of Animal Crossing. But first, shower time. Good morning, friends. It is now Sunday. It is a beautiful sunny day. I am sort of ready for the day. I'm in a dress, which is just like prime comfiness, and also makes you look like you're put together, you know, even though it's one piece of clothing. We're going for a little bit of a Sunday drive, as we usually do, so I'll take you along with us. I don't think we're going anywhere that far, but still nice to get out, and it is super sunny today, like partly cloudy too, because we had a big storm last night, which was amazing. I love storms. And okay, yesterday I ended up spending some of the day reading The Night Circus, and I am now over halfway through. I'm on page 297. There's no page number on this one. I'm just at part 3, intersections, so this is beautiful. It is just magical and enchanting, and I love it a lot, so that's good. I don't think I'm enjoying it as much as the Starless Sea, but I'm still really enjoying it, so that's good. As for today, I don't know if I'm going to be bringing an audiobook along or listening to more of Critical Role on the podcast. I don't know, because I was watching Critical Role last night. I don't even know what episode I got up to, but yeah, so that's gonna be today. I also hope that maybe at some point today I can start Catching Fire. Maybe I'll look on Scribd and see if that's on it somewhere, because I know the Hunger Games is. I don't know if Catching Fire is though. So, and I can't read in the car physically, so I need something in my ears. But yeah, maybe that today. I would also really like to continue watching Avatar: Last Airbender. So today's just gonna be a cozy, chill, enjoying the sunshine kind of day. So let's get this day started. Hey guys, so it is a little later now, and we're home from our little excursion, and on the, right before we left, I went onto Scribd, and I found the audiobook for Catching Fire, and I listened to about 160 pages of it, and then when we got home, I picked it up physically and read the last whole chunk of the book. This book, I can't believe I finished it that fast, first of all. Second of all, this one, I remember it being my favorite. It's still my favorite. I love this book so much. Like, the Hunger Games is great, fantastic, but there's just something about this one that just gets me. Like, it's just, maybe it's because it's a second book of a series, but it stands so well on its own. It's got such a good story. It's got stakes. Everything's been amped up, and so good. So I finished this, and now I'm going against all I have ever said about this book. And if you've seen my Hunger Games video, you know that I DNF'd this book when I was younger and when I was first reading the Hunger Games Trilogy. And I'm gonna read it for the first time fully now, because I really want to. I don't want to, but I also really want to, because I also have the Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, and as I said in this video earlier, I have to reread all of these before I can read that one. It's because I want to get the full President Snow picture as everyone else knows it, because I don't remember this book. As I said, only read halfway through before I DNF'd it. So we're about to find out, and then I will read a Songbird of, or whatever the hell the new one is, the one about President Snow. Hello friends! It's now Monday. We meet again at the end of this vlog, or pretty much the end of this vlog. I just wanted to update you on my reading of Mockingjay because I have literally 0 pages left. Or, well, okay, 20 or something. Very little. I'm enjoying this more than I did the first time, evidently, because I have not DNF'd it. I have not gotten very angry with it. But it's both heartbreaking and not my favorite. Simply because I think I like the structure of her other 2 books more with the games themselves. I know you couldn't have a 3rd book with the games, and then like the war is kind of like a blown up kind of game, but I liked that structure of it. But this is still good, and I don't know why I didn't read it before. Yeah, I will have more thoughts when I'm done, but I just decided to update you because it is Monday, and I will finish this today for sure, and then I will finish the vlog. So that'll be 3 books this weekend finished. You know, I don't know if you guys, I will say this before I hang up. Sure, we'll say it hang up before I stop and then teach my kids, because I have 5 minutes before I have to sign on. But I am no longer Team Gale. I can see why people are Team Gale, and I can see why I was Team Gale, because as a kid, you kind of don't see the merits in the person who is so right for you. You see it in the bad boy who wants to bring down the revolution and will do anything to protect you and is fiercely loyal, but also just like such an asshole. Gale, he's such an interesting character, and it took this book, I think, to really drive that stake into my brain to bring him out and put Peeta back in, because, man, also Peeta. What right does Suzanne Collins have to put Peeta through that? None at all. Oh my god. But yeah, Gale, and in this, it really, really became clear to me that he's just so not right for Katniss at all. I mean, like, yeah, he would have been if her life remained in District 12, but because of this revolution, rebellion and all that, you can see his nastier sides come out, like how easy he just wanted to kill an entire mountain of people. And he was like, well, it's fine. And then she's like, this is exactly like a mine accident. How can you? And he's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, it definitely is, homie. Like, you're okay with killing innocent people. That's not okay. Even if it's in the name of war. So I am officially Team Peeta. Also, Finnick's death was not fleshed out enough for me. That poor man. Suzanne, why you gotta do this to us? Anyways, I'm excited to read up on President Snow's book now, because I hate him with all my guts, but he's also such an interesting man. I love great characters, such as Severus Snape. Hate him. He's the worst human being. I will not fight anybody on it. He just is. But his character is so interesting. It's not exactly how I feel about like Voldemort, but I just love reading about really complex characters, but it doesn't mean I have to like the person, you know? I'm intrigued to see what President Snow brings. But yes, so I'm gonna finish this in the next hour probably, because I have a student at 4:15, and then I have a break for a half hour, and then I have the rest of my kids. So I'll update you then. Alright, so I'm done Mockingjay, and that broke my heart. To say the least. Oh my god. Prim dying is like an anvil into my heart. Katniss's reaction, even more. I don't particularly like her a whole lot, but I've grown to love her, and just her pain in this book is so palpable. I'm really glad about that ending. When I first heard my friend tell me about it in high school, when I originally DNF'd this book and asked her about the ending, I was so angry about everyone leaving Katniss except for Peeta and Haymitch, I guess. But like, her mom leaves and Gale leaves, and it's just, I didn't understand it back then. I get it now. My appreciation for books like this really comes through. It's not the best of the trilogy by far, but it is good. And I rescind my previous DNF because this trilogy has made it onto my favorite trilogies list with Clockwork Angel, Lord of the Rings, the Queens of Renthia series, and this one. It's made it onto the list of my favorite trilogies. I don't even know why it never was on there, to be honest with you guys. This book is a good ending. It's not a perfect ending, but what kind of book ever is when you're dealing with this amount of war, right? So, excuse me while my heart breaks and I have to get over this in the next 15 minutes before my next student comes on screen with me, but done. So, almost read 3 books in 3 days individually. Read Ninth House on Friday. Really enjoyed that one. That one has made it onto a list actually that I'm making currently about the books that I want to reread. I would really like to reread that one. I think I would get more out of it if I reread it. I feel like there's so much in those pages that I just missed. Same with Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, but I think that mainly comes with the method in which I read them, which was in like less than 24 hours. In both cases, Ninth House and the Six of Crows duology, read them in less than 24 hours. So there's that, and I think that has so much to do with how much you retain from a book, is how fast you read them. And then I read a little bit of the Night Circus on Saturday. Didn't do a whole bunch of reading. Watched more Critical Role than I read anything. And then Sunday I read Catching Fire in like 6 hours, and then I started Mockingjay, and I finished Mockingjay today. And it was a great reading weekend. Having wrapped up this trilogy finally, I apologize to all of those out there that I insulted when I said I DNF'd Mockingjay the first go around. I rescind my statement. It's a good book. It's not my favorite of the series. It's not the best of the trilogy for sure. I still think I like Catching Fire the best, and then Hunger Games, and then Mockingjay. Also, this is more of a character building book and a look at like propaganda in war than it is about the revolution in the war, I think, that you get in a lot of YA books. And you know what, guys? I was thinking about this the other day. I miss the like almost innocence of the 2000s YA books. Like the romance in this trilogy with Peeta and Katniss mainly, and Peeta and Gale. Yeah. The Peeta and Katniss and Gale and Katniss is an expertly done love triangle, because really she could have chosen either. But Peeta was the best meant for her 100%, simply because she doesn't need destruction. Like in the last page, she says it perfectly. She needs rebirth, not destruction. And Gale would have just given her destruction because he was so angry with the world. And Peeta gave her the rebirth that they both needed, really. Those two went through so much in those games. Holy crap. Amazing. But yeah, I think the innocence of the relationships is something I really miss, because now in YA books you get so much more sex and so much more emphasis on the passion and the lust of these relationships, and I'm just like, they're 16, 17 years old. Yes, I know they go through that kind of stuff, but a lot of them don't. These 17-year-olds out there, I was one of them. And I just want a gentle innocence like these books give, even though they're tearing away their actual innocence of childhood and all that with war and the Hunger Games. And oh, these books are so good. Ugh. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm just gonna get more emotional, and that's not something you want to see. So thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I really hope you enjoyed my delve back into some books that I really loved, and Ninth House, of course. And it was just a fun weekend. So yeah, I hope to catch you in another video soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.